Hey, what is going on, More Love Nation? Happy New Year to you and your family and your friends. I am excited about 2022. It has seemed so crazy to even say that. But again, Happy New Year to you and your family. I am so excited to see what you all do this year. If you have not done so, make sure you subscribe to the More Love Connection podcast. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcasting platform, hit the plus button, subscribe button, whatever button is native to your podcasting platform. That way you can be notified every single time we are releasing a new podcast. If you're looking at this on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit that bell icon. That way you can be notified every time we upload a podcast here on YouTube. I am so excited about today's episode. One more thing that I want to share with you here really quick. If you have not become a member of our More Love Nation tribe, make sure you become a member. You can see the link right down below if you're looking at this on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast app, you can see it in the show notes. But head over to www.patreon.com/MLCXN. Again, that's /MLCXN. And you can see all of our membership levels that we offer. We would love for you to partner with us and support the More Love Connection podcast. We have some amazing things that we want to do this year with the podcast. And if you have not, I don't even know how I forgot this one. If you are on Clubhouse, you can follow the Millennial Marriage and Relationship Advice Club. It's a club that I started. Android users, welcome to the party. We're gonna give it up for the Android users because you all can now join Clubhouse. It's been a native app for Apple, but Android users, you can now download Clubhouse on your device. Simply search for the Millennial Marriage and Relationship Advice Club. And we got to give the air horn on this because we actually have the largest marriage club on Clubhouse with 15.4 thousand followers. We got to give it up for that. I am so happy. And I thank all of our followers who have joined and have followed. We have had some amazing rooms this past year over in the Millennial Marriage and Relationship Advice Club. This year, we've already kicked off a room. We have rooms slated for the remainder of the week. We will be doing 3 rooms each week, so you can catch one of the rooms. They do have replays, so you can go back and listen to those rooms that we host over on the Millennial Marriage and Relationship Advice Club. And if you are on your desktop, I don't want to leave out the desktop, people. You can download Clubhouse on your desktop. Simply look at the link down below. You can download. It's called an app called Club Deck. Club DECK. You can download that and you can join Clubhouse from your desktop, your laptop, whatever kind of device that you have. So with that, I'm so excited. We're going to get this episode kicked off. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 ways to show up big in 2022. But we'll be right back with you with more of the More Love Connection podcast right after this More Love Connection podcast commercial break. Hey, what's going on, More Love Nation? We'd like for you to check out the official merchandise for the More Love Connection podcast. Simply head over to Instagram, search @MoreLoveCXN, and click on our bio, and you can hit View Shop. You can purchase merchandise directly from Instagram, or you can go over to our website, www.morelovecxn.com/merch. Check out the official merchandise for the More Love Connection podcast. Check the show notes if you want to click from the podcast episode. All right, so we are back. And as I said, we're going to be going over the 5 ways to show up big in 2022. This is the first episode of the More Love Connection podcast this year. We're going to be short, sweet, and straight to the point. But again, I just want to give you these 5 tips and these 5 strategies on how to show up big in every area of your life in 2022. Man, that is so crazy to even say that. Like, you gotta push that out, 2022. But let's go ahead and get kicked off. So the first way that you can show up big is by being authentic. Be authentic in every single situation that you face this year. One of my favorite sayings, and if you want to buy this shirt, we're actually going to put this on some merchandise. You can check out our website, but be you and do it on purpose. Be you this year and do it on purpose. Do not change who you are this year in the sense that, of course, we want you to grow and we want you to become a better individual, but be true to who you are when you face any situation this year. Don't assimilate. Don't try to, keep up with the Joneses per se. But again, just be you. Be true to who you are. Be true to your characteristics. Be true to the inner being that you say, this is me. So be authentic in everything that you do this year. We're going to skip it on to number two. Number two, be intentional. Have good intentions behind every single thing that you do this year. This is something that I am going to be focused on, and I'm going to be intentional. That's a pun, a double play on words, but I'm going to be intentional about being intentional and making friendships, going after my dreams, pursuing my dreams and my visions. And I challenge you to do the same thing. Be intentional. If you have a goal, if you have a vision, if you have whatever you desire to do here in 2022, just sit down, write out your visions, write out your dreams, and figure out ways that you can be intentional about achieving those dreams and visions, and not even necessarily achieving your dreams or visions. Let's make it practical. Be intentional about waking up in the morning and being productive. Be intentional about where you go throughout the day. Be intentional about what you watch, what you listen to this year. Be intentional about the books that you read. So set out and say, hey, what is it that I want to accomplish? What is it that I want to do? And be intentional about achieving those things. Now we're gonna move on. Number three. Whew. I'm telling you, this one here, we got to get the heartbeat on. We got to get the heartbeat for that one, because this is something that I am going to be intentional about doing this year, is being consistent. A lot of times we start off the year with our, New Year's resolutions, and we say, hey, I want to accomplish this year. I want to go to the gym. I want to lose weight. I want to start this business. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And we start off so strong, but come March, April, May, it's like, where was that same tenacity that you had about this thing when you started the year off? So find ways that you can make yourself be consistent. If that means that you have to use a calendar, if you have to set time aside and say, hey, I'm going to work on my business, I'm going to work on this idea, I'm only going to watch this amount of TV, I'm only going to listen to this amount of music for an hour, for 30 minutes, be consistent and say, I'm going to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal that I set out to achieve, and eliminate distractions. That's one of the things that I am finding myself doing this year. And even at the end of 2021, what are those things that are distracting me from being consistent? And I started eliminating those things. Is it me spending too much time looking at content on YouTube, or too much time looking at Instagram profiles? So what I am doing is I'm focusing on what it is that I want to accomplish, and only those things. And I am going to find ways to be consistent. Another quote that I love is, consistency always wins. Combat those negative thoughts, combat those inconsistent patterns with productivity. We're going to keep it moving. Number 4, remain positive. That's all this year. Just remain positive. Remain positive. That's all. Just remain positive. Stay positive. Have a positive attitude. When you have a positive attitude, you have a different outlook on life. I know that we are going to face situations in our lives. We're gonna have challenges that mess with our emotions per se. They're going to mess with our emotions. So we're going to experience every emotion that there is this year. We're going to be mad. You're going to be sad. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be feeling down at some point. But just remain positive. Find the light in everything that you do. Find the positivity in everything or every situation that you face. When those negative thoughts come into your mind, simply just combat those negative thoughts with productivity and with positive affirmations. Number 5, here's the 5th tip. We've made it to the 5th tip. The 5th tip is create meaningful connections this year. Be authentic in everything that you do. Be your true self. Show up. Be intentional. Be consistent. Be positive, and create meaningful connections this year. Be intentional about finding new friendships that are going to strengthen your character, that are going to make you a better person. Find new connections and networks that is going to strengthen your business. How can I help this person in their business, and how can they help me? It's a two-way street. But make connections that are going to strengthen you as an individual, that are going to strengthen you as a husband, that are going to strengthen you as a wife, that are going to strengthen you as a significant other. So find ways to make meaningful connections. And even in your relationship, you don't just have to connect with your spouse one time. Of course, we know that, but find ways that you can reconnect and continue to reconnect with your spouse throughout the year. If that means you all have to take a hiatus and go on a weekend getaway, for Destiny and I, one of the things that I plan on doing is our daughters, they're gonna have to go with their grandparents for one weekend. We need some alone time. We need some time to reconnect, rekindle our love, rekindle that fire. And there's nothing wrong with that. Find ways that you can reconnect with your spouse, significant other, but most importantly, create meaningful connections this year. And last but not least, I couldn't just do 5. So here is a bonus tip on how you can show up big in 2022, and that is exude excellence in every single thing that you do. Exude excellence. Make excellence in everything that you do your target. Excellence should be your target for every single thing that you do this year. For me and my family, I'm striving to be excellent and exude excellence in every single way, shape, form, or fashion. So again, these have been your 5 tips on how to show up big in 2022. I hope that you all have enjoyed these tips. Like I said, this bonus one, be excellent in everything that you do. Exude excellence in every single thing that you do. This has been your 5 tips. Holler at a player when you see him in the street. Make sure you connect. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week on the More Love Connection podcast. And we're out. Peace.
Hey, More Love Nation. If you've enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time we release a new episode. Also, make sure you check out the video right here.